All right, so welcome to our brand new lecture series called Places in News. And today we are going to discuss Saka, Russia. Now, Saka is the largest subdivision of Russia, largest republic of Russia, or largest subdivision of Russia. And Saka has one more important thing. Saka is the second coldest region in north hemisphere after Greenland. Okay, so it has very cold climate, and this region was in news recently. Now, why was this region in news? Let's talk about that, and then we'll talk a bit more about Saka, Russia, because it was in news and it becomes important for your UPSC or any other civil services examination. All right, now why was Saka in news? Recently, Arctic wildfires have charred various parts of Sakha Republic of Russia. Now look, Sakha is a subdivision of Russia and most of Sakha lies in Arctic region. Okay, Arctic Circle. And Arctic Circle or places in Arctic Circle have been facing for quite some time now, have been facing forest wildfires. Now in 2024, Arctic wildfires actually destroyed a lot of parts of Sakha Republic of Russia. Now, more than 160 wildfires were there, and it led to destruction of 460,000 hectares of land of Saka. All right. Now, this Arctic wildfires are pretty normal in this region. But the thing is that these Arctic wildfires have become more, or their frequency has increased, plus their scale has increased. So that is why this was in news. And the prime culprit or the prime suspect for these events is global warming. So it is because of global warming that these Arctic wildfires, though they used to happen, but they were quite rare. But because of global warming, these Arctic wildfires have increased in their frequency. That means more number of Arctic wildfires take place, forest fire take place. Plus, they destroy more land. Their scale has increased. Okay, now that's about it. Now, Arctic wildfires is done. Now let's talk about Sakha Republic. Okay, first of all, let's talk about its geographical location. Now, Saka, as you can see over here in the map, it lies in the northeastern region of Russia and it borders Arctic Ocean. All right. This is the largest subdivision of Russia. You can see Russia has many provinces, okay, but Sakha is the largest province of Russia. Okay. Now, Sakha has a very cold climate. It borders Arctic Ocean. It is the second coldest region in northern hemisphere. Plus, its largest city and capital is Yakutsk. Okay, you can see its geographical location. Okay, it lies on the northeastern side of Russia. Now, let's talk about Sakha's climate. Okay, so let's talk about its climate. Naturally, Sakha lies in the Arctic region, so its climate would be extremely cold, extremely hypercontinental type, extremely cold climate. Sakha Republic has the reputation for an extreme and severe climate. The second lowest temperatures in the northern hemisphere was recorded in this region, second only to Summit Camp, Greenland. So the Summit Camp region in Greenland has the coldest temperature in northern hemisphere. Sakha Republic has the second most coldest. Regular winter temperatures commonly dip to minus 35 degrees Celsius. And these are regular temperatures, not the coldest, regular temperature in the capital city of Yakutsk. Okay. This hypercontinental tendencies also result in warm summers for much of the republic. Now, summers are generally warm, but as you can see over here in the map, Sakha is not that close to any warm ocean. It is close to an ocean, but that is the Arctic Ocean, which is extremely cold. Therefore, it mostly faces continental type of climate. Okay, and this continental type of climate gives them extreme weather, extreme climate. Okay, winters are extremely cold, summers are unusually hot, though unusually hot for this region. Okay, don't compare it with India. Indian summers are very hot, but for people living in these areas, well, Sakha faces hotter summers. Okay, hot summers in these areas would include 20 degrees Celsius also. So these are also considered hot for their standards. All right, so this is their climate. Now let's talk about their vegetation. Okay, the types of forests, because these forests actually caught fire. Okay, wildfires. So let's talk about their vegetation. About 40% of Sakha lies above the Arctic Circle and all of it is covered by permafrost. Permafrost basically is an underground layer of soil that is frozen throughout the year. So their soil is frozen throughout the year for 40% of Sakha. Okay, Arctic and subarctic tundra define the middle region. So the middle region of Saka is covered by tundra forests. Okay, now tundra forest or tundra region has no trees. It only has very thin grass. Okay, and this is also not grass, it's basically lichen, moss. You can see over here. So this is tundra region, this grass like, this moss like is tundra. Okay, so middle Saka is like this. Lichen and moss grow as great green carpets and are favorite pastures for reindeer. So reindeer is also found over here. Below tundra is the vast taiga forest region. Now, taiga forest region, as you can see, these trees are taiga forests. Okay, these are coniferous trees, and they constitute taiga region. Okay, so cold regions have tundra and taiga type vegetation. So lower below tundra is taiga. So they have large trees, fir, pine trees. All right, taiga forests cover about 47% of Saka, and almost 90% of that forest cover is large. So large trees are there. All right, as you can see, these are the pictures. Taiga forest region, which is a bit more, which gives the appearance of a forest. Actually, this doesn't give an appearance of a forest. Tundra region doesn't give an appearance of the forest. It's more, it gives the appearance of a grassland basically. But this, because it has trees, gives the appearance of a forest. Okay, now let's talk about the other information. What other things can be asked from this region, Saka region? So the official languages for this region are both Russian and Saka. So Saka is their local language. Basically, this region was independent before Russian Empire actually conquered it. So when Russian Empire actually conquered it in 17th century, then Russians started settling in this region, and that is why Russian is also spoken over here. But their local dialect is Saka language. Okay. Saka language is also known as Yakut language, and it belongs to the family of Turkic languages, Central Asian languages, which is spoken roughly by half of the republic's population. Saka was first home to hunting, gathering, and reindeer herding Tunguesic and Paleo-Siberian people. So these are the tribes. Okay, the name of the tribes are Evenks and Yukagir. You don't need to remember this. Just remember that Saka has its indigenous tribes. Majority religion in Saka, because Russians have settled here, so Russian Orthodox Christianity is there, and Saka people, indigenous people who have lived here for thousands of years. Okay, they practice a particular type of shamanic religion, forest religion. Okay, which consists of priests and all. That is known as Saka shamanism or Tengrism in their local language. All right, and with that, we are at the end of our lecture. This is it. That's all you need to know about Saka. Okay. If you have any doubts with respect to what I just explained in this video, well, use the comment section carefully and judiciously. You can write your doubts in the comment section. I will be very happy to reply to those doubts. All right. On that note, I take your leave and I'll see you next time with another important place that featured in news. Thank you, everyone.